No, this is not a parade. This is actually a very important part of an impeachment trial. An impeachment trial, by the way, that we're going to see tomorrow. But this is not the impeachment of President Biden. This will be the impeachment trial of Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, the first cabinet secretary to be the focus of an impeachment trial since 1876. Now, what you're looking at is a very specific group of House Republicans who will serve as impeachment managers. And what they are doing is part of a ceremonial walking of the Articles of Impeachment from the House side of the Capitol all the way over to the Senate side. And once they reach the Senate doors, they are escorted onto the Senate floor. You can see them right there filing in. And of course, all the senators you see right there are all sitting at their desks, waiting for this. The House chairman of the Homeland Security Secretary gets into the well of the Senate and reads out loud the Articles of Impeachment. Those articles say Mayorkas committed high crimes and misdemeanors related to his handling of the border. They say he willfully and systematically refused to comply with federal immigration laws, and he committed a breach of trust by knowingly making false statements to Congress and obstructing the oversight of his department. The Articles of Impeachment were approved by Republicans only, which is an important piece of information that's going to come back up in just a few seconds. So the Constitution, of course, gives the House of Representatives the sole power to impeach. Now, that already happened, but it is the Senate who decides whether to convict during an impeachment trial, which is going to now start tomorrow. During an impeachment trial, a committee of House managers act as prosecutors and senators act like a jury. Secretary Mayorkas will have counsel there representing him. During the trial, senators consider evidence, hear witnesses, and vote to either acquit or convict. The Constitution requires a 2/3 majority of the Senate to vote yes in order to convict, and the penalty if convicted is removal from office. But the reality is, that's never going to happen for Mayorkas. So remember when I said that Republican-only vote on the impeachment was going to become important? Here's why. The Senate is controlled by Democrats, and the Republicans in the Senate just do not have the votes necessary to convict Mayorkas on these Articles of Impeachment. Everyone knows it, and the Senate Majority Leader has already said Senate Democrats will immediately move to dismiss this trial as soon as it begins tomorrow, despite demands by House and some Senate Republicans to hold a full trial. A motion to dismiss only requires a simple majority, and since Democrats hold 51 seats, if the conference stays together tomorrow, this whole trial of Mayorkas will be over before it even begins.